Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. This presentation focuses on DTC P0453, which indicates a high voltage issue in the fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor circuit. The DTC is relevant for 2012 to 2017 Honda Accord vehicles equipped with the K24W1 engine type. The FTP sensor plays a crucial role in the evaporative emission (EVAP) system, which is responsible for detecting leaks in the fuel system and maintaining optimal fuel vapor levels. By monitoring the pressure in the fuel tank, the sensor informs the powertrain control module (PCM) of any irregularities. If the voltage signal from the FTP sensor exceeds the designated threshold for specific time intervals, the PCM logs this as a fault and turns on the malfunction indicator lamp (MIL). Understanding this DTC is essential for diagnosing high voltage conditions and ensuring the integrity of the EVAP system. DTC P0453 refers to a malfunction in the fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor, which is installed on the evaporative emission (EVAP) canister of the Honda Accord. Its primary role is to detect the pressure levels in the fuel tank, which is essential for identifying fuel vapor leaks and ensuring proper vehicle emission controls. The sensor operates by providing voltage output to the powertrain control module (PCM). When the fuel tank pressure rises, the output voltage from the FTP sensor also increases. In a properly functioning system, the voltage should stay within a set range defined by the manufacturer. If that voltage surpasses 8 kilopascal, 2.2 inches per second, 55 millimeters per second, for over 3 seconds, the PCM triggers a DTC and keeps a record of the failure, impacting the EVAP system's performance and emissions control. The potential causes for DTC P0453 highlight issues that may lead to a high voltage reading. One possible cause is an open line in the FTP sensor circuit, which prevents the PCM from receiving accurate voltage data, resulting in a false high reading. Another possibility is a short circuit in the FTP sensor line, which might directly introduce excessive voltage to the sensor, thereby crossing the high threshold set by the PCM. It's important to remember that while these two issues are common, additional unlisted problems could also lead to a high voltage reading and should be investigated further during diagnosis. Proper identification of these causes is crucial for effective repairs and for restoring the EVAP system's integrity. Drivers may observe several symptoms related to DTC P0453. The most notable is the illumination of the malfunction indicator lamp, MIL, which serves as an alert for potential issues within the emission control system. Additionally, drivers might notice a fuel odor, which can indicate a leak in the EVAP system, potentially due to a faulty FTP sensor or related components. Furthermore, high voltage detected by the FTP sensor can lead to erratic behavior in the fuel system, resulting in poor fuel efficiency. This combination of symptoms underscores the importance of diagnosing and addressing the high voltage condition promptly to avoid worsening problems and to ensure that the vehicle meets emission standards. The first troubleshooting step for DTC P0453 involves starting the engine while it's cold and allowing it to idle until the radiator fan activates. This procedure sets up the optimal conditions to assess the functionality of the FTP sensor. The FTP sensor operates differently under varying temperatures, particularly when the engine is cold. By letting the engine idle, the PCM can monitor the sensor's behavior in conditions that normally trigger the fault. The activation of the radiator fan indicates that the engine has reached a certain temperature, thus providing a consistent atmosphere for the diagnostic check on the FTP sensor outputs. Observing the sensor's readings during this time is critical to ascertain whether the fault triggers immediately or if further anomalies appear as the engine warms up. The second step involves utilizing the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to perform a thorough diagnostic check on the FTP sensor. HDS is an essential tool used for reading and interpreting the vehicle's sensor data accurately. By connecting to the onboard diagnostics, technicians can observe real-time data from the FTP sensor and determine if the voltage readings fall within the expected ranges. Anomalies, such as consistently elevated voltage levels, can confirm whether the sensor is indeed malfunctioning or if there might be other issues affecting its function. This step is critical in pinpointing whether the issue arises from the sensor itself or from wiring-related problems, assisting in guiding further troubleshooting or necessary repairs. After necessary repairs are made in response to DTC P0453, it's vital to verify that everything is functioning properly. This is accomplished by clearing the diagnostic trouble codes using a scan tool. Once the codes are cleared, a test drive should be performed to ensure that the FTP sensor operates normally under various conditions. During the test drive, it is essential to monitor the FTP sensor readings through the HDS to confirm that the repair holds and that the MIL does not illuminate again. Successful verification of repairs involves confirming that the FTP sensor voltage readings remain within specification and that no further DTC related to the FTP system occurs. This step guarantees that the issues have been completely resolved and vehicle performance and compliance with emissions are maintained. Preventive maintenance is a key component to avoiding future occurrences of DTC P0453 and ensuring the longevity of the EVAP system. Regular inspections of the entire EVAP system, including hoses, connectors, and the FTP sensor itself, can help identify problems before they escalate. Keeping an eye out for signs of wear, cracks, or disconnections will mitigate the risks associated with EVAP system failures. Additionally, replacing the FTP sensor at the manufacturer's recommended intervals, or if malfunctions are detected, can prevent ongoing issues and maintain optimal performance. By implementing these preventive measures, vehicle owners can safeguard against costly repairs and ensure compliant operation of their Honda Accord. In conclusion, understanding DTC P0453 involves recognizing the critical role played by the fuel tank pressure, FTP sensor, within the EVAP system of the Honda Accord. This sensor is vital for detecting leaks and maintaining the vehicle's emissions controls. Being aware of the symptoms, such as MIL illumination and potential fuel odors, can help drivers take prompt action when issues arise. Following the outlined troubleshooting steps, from engine startup conditions to utilizing the Honda Diagnostic System for real-time data checks, is essential for effective diagnosis and repair. Finally, implementing preventive maintenance practices will ensure the longevity of the FTP sensor, thereby maintaining vehicle performance and compliance with emission standards. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.